Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. I want to talk a little bit about the NFL draft and how it shows us, it gives us some confirmation. We have coaches that not only know how to evaluate talent, they know how to develop talent, and they can now prove on the recruiting trail to some of these big-time targets, hey, we can get you to the league. Fun night watching the NFL draft, doing the watch party for round one. But then as we moved into round 2 and 3, you can see here from Vol Twitter, 5 picks in the first 3 rounds of the draft. That is second most in the nation. Now, we got to rewind. We got to go back and retell the story that we've told time and time and time again. Look what this roster, look at how it looked when Josh Heupel took over. All the guys that entered the portal, all the guys that left. But then Josh Heupel, you can look at all 5 players there that we have that were drafted. Darnell Wright showing that Glenn Ellerbe can develop talent, get you to the league. Cedric Tillman, the perfect story, did nothing under the previous coaching staff, but then enter Josh Heupel, 8 catches in 3 years, turns into 1,000 yards receiving, gets banged up his senior year, but still gets to the league. Jalen Hyatt, we all know the story about putting in the work, getting to the league, confirmation at the NFL draft. The same for BY. What a great story. What a great story BY was. But then you go look at a guy like Hendon. And what Hendon Hooker shows you is that Josh Heupel can develop you and get you to the league, but Josh Heupel also knows how to utilize the transfer portal. It's not just about recruiting high school kids. It's about evaluating talent in the portal. It's about evaluating talent in high school, making those right decisions. Josh Heupel made the right decision with Hendon Hooker. Just a good time watching the draft. But something else I want to talk about. Let's scroll on up here via the old Twitter machine, and you can see here Tennessee football, 4 straight years. 5 wide receivers drafted, the longest streak in the SEC and tied for longest in the nation. Tennessee football is the real wide receiver U, and I'm going to tell you why here in just a second. But as always, you guys know what to do. Smash that thumbs up just below the video. Just hit that little thumbs up. It's quick, free, easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you are new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not media. We are a fan-built community right here on the Talkin VAWLS Network for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Going to be live tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. The NCAA streams move to Monday night, so come hang out. We'll talk some Tennessee football. We'll talk about this NFL draft. We'll get into it. Always a good time. Then Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time, myself and Coach Jay are going to be doing a live film breakdown of the young defensive backs, Christian Conyer, Jordan Matthews, and Ricky Gibson. Should be a good time. So tonight, 6:30, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Come hang out. Let's get into it. Why? Let's talk about why Tennessee is the real wide receiver U. Now, look, we can go back. We can talk about Carl Pickens in the late 80s, early 90s. We can talk about Joey Kent. We can talk about Justin Hunter, Robert Meacham. We can talk about Peerless Price and CP. All of you guys have your favorite Tennessee wide receivers. Put them in the comment section. I would love to hear why you think Tennessee is wide receiver U. Who is the wide receiver that stands out to you when you hear that? But I saw this tweet going around over the weekend. Bill Martin tweets out, most wide receivers selected the last 3 NFL drafts combined by a head coach. Now, you may say, well, Boogie, that includes Central Florida. Exactly. Because why do I care about what happened 5 years ago? Why do I care about what Jeremy Pruitt did or Derek Dooley did? Everybody's going to form a narrative. Well, Boogie, since 2006, my team has had 42 people. I don't care about 2006. I don't care about 1984. What I care about is the here and now. The last 3 years, Josh Heupel has put more wide receivers into the league than any other head coach. You can see there, Nick Saban, Mac Brown at 4, 5 others at 3. But the last 3 years combined, nobody has put more wide receivers into the league than Josh Heupel. So I don't want to hear this stuff about gimmick offense and how these people like to regurgitate what they hear from their fearless leader on another channel because they can't string together a thought for themselves. I don't care if it's a gimmick offense. I don't care if it's a magic trick. I don't care what it is. What you're seeing here is proof that Josh Heupel can get you to the league. Now, even more impressive to me is watching the NFL draft the other night And they're sitting there talking about Nick Saban, talking about Kirby Smart, talking about Ryan Day, and talking about how many 5-stars that they put into the league. Well, how impressive is that? Can you develop the 3 stars? Can you develop the 2 stars? Can you get that type of talent? That's the impressive story to me. Now, the more success you have, Josh Heupel starts getting in the 5 stars, then let's roll, because this offense is only going to be better. But let's take a look. Let's take a look at the wide receivers that Josh Heupel put into the league. You go back to 2021, again, Central Florida, Trey Nixon. Now, this is, again, we talk about you don't just have to evaluate talent in high school. You got to also evaluate talent in the transfer portal, and that's what Josh Heupel did with Trey Nixon. He was a 4-star prospect coming out of high school, committed to Ole Miss, transfers to Central Florida, and then gets drafted to the NFL. Also, in that same draft, Jacob Harris. And again, this is an impressive one. The kid walked on. He had no rankings, 0 stars. Jacob Harris, 0 stars, walked on at Western Kentucky, and then eventually transfers to Central Florida and gets to the NFL, a walk-on, a kid that was originally a walk-on at Western Kentucky. Velus Jones Jr., same deal. We know the story, 3-star prospect coming out of high school, transfers to Tennessee from Southern Cal, gets to the league. Cedric Tillman, 3-star prospect, according to 247 Sports, coming out of high school. The more impressive story there was said is we saw it for 3 years. Just a complete lack of success under Jeremy Pruitt, a complete lack of development, a guy that we as Tennessee fans had written off. Enter Josh Heupel, Cedric Tillman explodes onto the scene, and seeing him get drafted right behind Jalen Hyatt, man, that just put a smile on my face, because Cedric Tillman chose us. Cedric Tillman came back for one last ride, and he risked it all, and he went down hurt, and he still got that big payday. He's still off to the NFL. So excited for Cedric Tillman. Can Ramel Keaton be that guy this year? Because I would love to see Ramel Keaton, Brew McCoy off to the NFL next year. Of course, we all know Jalen Hyatt's story, 4-star prospect, pretty highly rated prospect coming out of high school. Didn't do things the right way, didn't put the work in. Absolutely no development under Jeremy Pruitt. Josh Heupel comes in, Jalen Hyatt, Biletnikoff, award winner, and off to the NFL. So I love to see it. The last 3 years, not the last 17. The last 17 don't matter, doesn't mean anything. The last 3 years, the here and now, Josh Heupel has put more wide receivers into the NFL than any other coach in college football. Can he continue that momentum? We got to get a couple of more to the league this year. Is that Ramel Keaton, Brew McCoy? Who really shines in this offense? Now, can you carry that over to the transfer portal? Can you carry that over to the recruiting of the class of 24? We've already got J.J. Harrell in the boat, 4-star prospect, highly ranked 4-star prospect. Now, let's take this information and let's just go lay it on the table for Ryan Wingo, for Mike Matthews, the elite 5-star prospects to look at and say, Josh Heupel's your guy. Josh Heupel's going to get you to the league. Ohio State's going to sell you this. They're going to sell you that. Josh Heupel's the guy that's put more guys in the NFL in the last 3 years at the wide receiver position. You want to come learn, you want to come develop, you want to get to the league, come to Wide Receiver U, and that's in Knoxville, Tennessee. Come, and we will put you in the league. Guys, hit the comment section. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Extremely excited about the future of Tennessee football. You guys know that. You guys know where I stand on Josh Heupel, but I love seeing the proof, having the numbers to put out there and share with you guys. Also, let me know in the comments, who's the wide receiver that pops out to you when you hear Wide Receiver U. As always, make sure you do smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the official merchandise. You can go to bonfire.com/store/talkingballs. We appreciate all the support. Also, thank you to the members of the channel. Picked up a ton of new members during the watch party. It is so greatly appreciated. If you want to become a part of that, hit the join button down below. It's only $1 a month. If you like the videos, the live streams, the content, hit that join button. Become part of the family. You get access to custom Talking Balls emojis, fan call-in shows, all kinds of fun perks and benefits. But that's going to do it for this one. Be with you guys tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Come hang out. But that is going to wrap it up. This is the Talking Balls Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.